What's up YouTube? My name is Kamar, this is Gidget's Gadgets, and I got another review here for you. We got the Norshire mini tire inflator. This is a nice little bit of technology that I came across and I want to share with you guys. I haven't opened it, I haven't used it yet, and we're going to find out together if this is a yay or a nay. But before we do that, I would really appreciate you guys to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. It says it's 90% metal, and I completely believe it. This thing is heavy. It's probably like 6 pounds for such a little thing like this, and it's dense. It feels like there's like real thick metal here. So we got our buttons here. I haven't turned it on, so let's see. There you go. I don't know if you can see that very well, but we got full power here. So we are going to see how it's. Oh wow! This thing sounds powerful. So you can set the PSI that you would like to inflate, and then set it to go. Push the play button here, and it'll let you get to where you need to get to as far as PSI is concerned. Now let's go ahead and actually try it out first and see what it does. All right, so we're currently at 30 PSI. Want to get to 44 PSI. I assumed it just cut out because the temperature is too high. It cut out. It didn't even make it to 44 like we required it. It's really hot on my hand. So for me to hold this thing for a long time, or for someone to hold it for a long time, I really don't see it. So like if you change your tire, or you got a flat, you got a spare in the car, and the spare's flat, you got to fill the spare up. You'll be sitting here holding this hot thing for however long. Yeah, you can hold the other end, but because it's metal, it transfers the heat all the way down. So this side's a little hotter than over here, but over here still pretty warm too. It's not cool to the touch on this side, and this side is like more of like a plastic side. I think they did that so you can hold it and it won't, and the heat won't transfer as fast, but it still does transfer. I'm definitely not gonna give this a very good score. I'm gonna have to give this like maybe like a 3, because now I have to wait. It feels like I gotta wait until this thing cools down, because first of all, I can't hold it very long because it's hot, and then now I'm not even at the PSI that I want. So it doesn't seem like it's gonna go well for this thing, but let's let it cool down and let's try it again. All right, let's go ahead and try it again. We already let it cool down for a while now. The PSI is at 24 PSI, and we're gonna set it for, we'll just set it for 30. Let's say you're on the road, you change your flat, you got your spare on it, but you just want to get it to get off the road so you can get to wherever repair shop you're gonna send it to. So let's go ahead and set it there. Let's see how long that takes. It should be able to make it to that, but so far it hasn't. Let's go ahead and try it. Alright, so the battery's dead, and it didn't even get it. Look at it, it's already back down to 29. I do not have high hopes for this thing. The battery's coming back a little bit, but if you're in a pinch, you got to use the cigarette lighter power. That's like for the power for it if the battery runs out. But if it keeps getting hot, it's not gonna run. It's gonna keep cutting out, and now you got like, you're stranded sitting there waiting for this thing to charge up. I definitely don't think this is a great product at all. I had high hopes for it, but it's not great at all. So the Norshire mini tire inflator is definitely a dud. It is not as advertised. It doesn't do at all what it says it does. I like the fact that it's like a little compact inflator. It's built really tough. It feels tough. It's most of it is metal, 90% metal, and that it has a lot of little technology in here that you can fill up to where you want to, and it should stop there. But it never even got up to where I needed it to get to be able to use that technology. It's not at all as strong as it should be for what it is. It sounds really strong. It sounds like it can do a lot, but it won't do what you need it to do. 2 or 3 PSI before it overheats is just a waste. I can use a bicycle pump and pump up my tire in my car faster than this thing will do. The battery power is not the problem. The problem is the overheating. And then you're holding it in your hand, and now you're overheating your hand. Also, you want something strong enough to be able to fill it up, especially if your tire's low. And worst case, if you have a flat on the side of the road and now you got to get your spare out and your spare's flat, and you try to use something like this, you'll be there for hours trying to fill it up versus some other inflator that's a standard size that you just plug into your car and you use. This thing is, you know, it's basically for like bicycles. I can't imagine what you can use this for other than that. If it can only go 1 or 2 PSI in a regular size tire, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of money, and I definitely do not recommend this thing at any price point. Even if it was cheaper, more expensive, whatever it is, this thing is just not worth it. It is not at all. It's a great idea, but it's not good in practice, which, you know, that's what you need it for. Practical uses like filling up a tire or filling up a bicycle tire. Maybe this will do that. I don't know. If you had a dirt bike or something like that and you're way out somewhere and you need to fill your tire up, you can't even do it because this is not going to be able to keep up. And especially in those kind of conditions where it could potentially be hot, and then you already have this thing that overheats really easily, it's just not great. So anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and call that a dud. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you again. Peace.